I don't usually make videos like this, so I feel like my subscribers deserve an explanation. If you want to skip that explanation, here's the timestamp. Here I am making a video that's a bit longer than usual. I don't want all my videos and subscribers to be associated with brain rot. I want to build a relationship with my fan base. I want you guys to look at me as an actual human being that you are watching, as opposed to a character that brings you entertainment. And a good way to do that is to talk about things, expressing my opinions on things that I'm passionate about. So yeah, I plan to do more long form content, just testing the waters with this one. Here we are in the Kanye bed. You saw the title, let's go. Kanye! Vultures is out, people are reacting, lots of haters, lots of glazers. I think there's a lot of dumbasses on both sides, but there's truth on both sides as well. The discussion around it can get very annoying. Hopefully this channel and video is a safe space for a healthy, non-war type of discussion. And I wanted to just give my take on this mess in what I will try to be the most open-minded way possible. First, let me speak a little bit on the album itself. Not a full review or anything because I'm still kind of processing it. But I think it exceeded expectations. It's not horrible. I thought it was gonna be horrible. The Vultures single was really lame to me. I thought it was boring as hell, like the most generic trap song ever. And I really didn't find any interest in a Ty Dolla $ign and Kanye collab album, because out of all the artists out there that Kanye has collabed with, why would he choose Ty Dolla $ign? But there's some really awesome moments on here, surprisingly. Like awesome fucking moment. Like I love the intro. Like I made the video already. The intro on Carnival is ridiculous. And I know it's kind of the Kanye thing at this point to like have a acapella type of intro and then the beat drops. But he's done it a million times and I love it every time. It's fucking hard. I love his verse on Burn. I love Freddie Gibbs' this feature. And there's a lot of great production moments. Overall, I kind of feel the same way about this album how I felt with Watch the Throne. I'm gonna take the tracks I like, but it's not a front to back album that I'm gonna, bump constantly like Kids See Ghosts or something, which is a much more consistent collab album in my opinion. But I really want to talk about the discourse around the album and how it was kind of doomed to be polarizing. It really seems like all of the Kanye haters went in ready to shit on it, and all of the Kanye glazers went in ready to praise it. Obviously, there are some people who genuinely hate it and some people who genuinely love it, but I think that's not the majority. I'm gonna start with the hating side of it first. Okay, so obviously Kanye has done some pretty shitty things. I don't need to list them all off. We all agree he's done terrible things. And I don't know if he genuinely feels this way, the way he feels in all his politics, or if he just uses the controversy as a marketing tool. But either way, he has way too much influence, so whatever he says, regardless of intention, has a negative impact. Now, with all that being said, Kanye has been a shitty person for a very long time. Back in 2018, he said slavery was a choice, the same year he wore the MAGA hat, yet it was one of the years Kanye's music was praised the most. He dropped 2 albums that year, both were loved and both were given a fair chance. Obviously, he's doing something way worse this time around than just saying slavery was a choice, but there seems to be an argument that it's impossible to separate the art from the artist when the artist is in the music. And as much as I agree with that, why don't you feel that way toward his old music? On My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, he shits on Trump, and those lyrics have aged terribly. On Ye, he doubles down on the slavery was a choice controversy. For me, Kanye's politics only ruin the songs where the politics are in the lyrics. The other songs on his albums without those politics aren't ruined. Then there's the take that I can't enjoy when the artist is being personal because the artist is someone I don't respect, which is genuinely stupid to me. Are we really going to act like Talking isn't such a sweet song? It's a very nice father-daughter moment for both Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign. That moment shouldn't be ruined just because Kanye's been a bad person or has said some bad things. If someone I don't respect says racism is bad, I'm not going to disagree with them. If Kanye's personal music was ruined for you because he's a bad person, then you should have just stopped being a Kanye fan a very long time ago. I'm gonna go off a little bit about something else, so it might seem a little off topic, but it'll all come around to the Kanye conversation. It's about this canceling attitude. It's always been kind of lame to me because 1, nobody ever really gets canceled, and 2, It's such a anti-artistic attitude. I'm 100% in favor of holding people accountable, but holding someone accountable isn't just stop listening to their music and that's it. How are they going to improve if that's all you do? I think it's an attitude a lot of Kanye haters have and apply it to a lot of other artists. They are very quick to shit on an artist's politics instead of providing some type of feedback on what they did wrong and how they can improve. And I'm not saying this is what would fix Kanye, because he's clearly not the type of guy to take any type of feedback, and he just kind of surrounds himself with yes men. But what I'm trying to say is not everyone is Kanye, and people deserve the chance to grow. Imagine that I am an aspiring artist trying to make some ambitious music with my opinions in the lyrics, and I say something mildly insensitive. I think the healthy reaction people should have is, hey dude, you kind of fucked up here and what you said is pretty offensive. Please try to think more about how your music affects people going forward. Absolutely shitting on people is just going to lead to either A, they double down on everything and all their lyrics are about how much they don't care about any backlash, or B, they hide all of their ambition in a shell and make bland, far less ambitious music because they are scared they are going to get attacked for their opinions. Both super hurtful to the growth of that artist. I feel like Kanye has caused everyone to think they have to attack every artist they disagree with, which is a little fucked up. The last point I have against the Kanye haters is this really dumb point that Kanye has nothing to rap about anymore. He has no substance, so therefore he's washed. As if substance is required to make a good song. As if you don't love Playboi Carti and Travis Scott, who also rap about nothing. Then the conversation becomes, but nobody expects Travis Scott and Carti to rap about anything. When Kanye does it, it's just disappointing because I'm comparing it to his other music. Are we really going to act like Kanye doesn't have tons of old songs that rap about nothing? Songs that are praised? Kendrick Lamar is probably the rapper that people look at the most when talking about rap with substance. But we go crazy when he says, top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning, like 20 times in a row. We all want that Baby Keem Kendrick collab where they rap about nothing together. A lot of the Kanye hate is 100% warranted for sure, and as a fan of Kanye, it is sad to see the person he has become. But I do think a lot of the hate is inconsistent and pretty silly. Now onto the Kanye lovers. A lot of you praise Kanye so much to the point that he is part of your identity, which means when this album gets criticized, it's like you're being criticized, which means that there was no way you guys are going to dislike this album. I saw this comment the other day on the NFR podcast. I forgot their names, but they're the two brothers, I believe. Maybe they're just good friends. They were reacting to Vultures and they were enjoying it a lot. And someone in the comments said Kanye could literally fart into the mic and the NFR boys would praise it. And it's pretty hilarious because that applies to so many hardcore Kanye fans. I don't think that the hardcore Kanye fans understand the concept of toxic positivity. You people are the equivalent of a comment section on a girl's Instagram post. I've seen so many girls do just terrible things and the comment section is like, go off, slay, girl boss, whatever. And that's exactly what you're doing if you're a Kanye fan, praising the things that he does. Like, do you understand that not being honest with someone when they do something bad just leads to them feeling like that bad thing is normal? Like, I can do this. Do you not understand praising Kanye no matter what and ignoring every wrong thing he does is just hurting him? Kanye knows he can be as controversial as he wants because his fans will defend him no matter what. But imagine if they didn't. I'm not saying protest in the streets for Kanye to stop doing shitty things, but I promise you, if Kanye's fan base was more critical of him, he would be in a completely different place. I know a lot of people have the dumb, Kanye has millions of fans, so what am I gonna do mentality. You should be the change you want to see no matter what. You should be a good person regardless of the results. Donating to a charity is a good deed, even if you end up being the only person who donates. But imagine spreading the news about the donation and then more people donate. Just like stopping for a second and saying, hold on, Kanye has some issues that shouldn't be ignored. Kanye is mentally ill, and if his fans were smart enough, they wouldn't keep contributing to that downward spiral by ignoring these things. Again, I'm not saying send Kanye 200 therapist recommendations, but at the very least, stop being so defensive when people call him out. I really didn't like Fantano's video on Vultures because it wasn't really a proper review and only spoke on a handful of tracks, but I don't think he deserves the hate for when he calls out Kanye because it's warranted. Kanye deserves to be called out. What a crazy concept. When someone does a bad thing, we should tell them that the thing they did was bad. Absolutely crazy, isn't it? In the end, all the glazing that you guys do just leads to worse, more unapologetic about his political beliefs lyrics. The music just gets worse, and his old music ages worse. All of the music suffers in the end. Not defending or ignoring his wrongs is the bare minimum. But if you go out of your way to help other people understand that what he's doing isn't cool, that's what I'd call a genuine fan. Someone who actually wants to see Kanye as a person improve, as opposed to someone that just sees him as this entertainment thing that they click play on every day. Who knows? Me making this video might, change 5 or 6 people's perspective on Kanye. It's not a huge impact, but if those people do the same thing with their friends, it'll be a decent impact. You see this happen all the time with movies and, less popular albums becoming famous because just word of mouth, spreading the word. This is obviously an opinion and not as simple as getting people to watch a movie or listen to an album, but it's the same concept. Like I said earlier, even if it has little to no impact, you should be the change you want to see no matter what. And that's it. I don't mean to generalize. I understand that not all Kanye fans and all Kanye critics act this way. And if you hear about this discourse and act like a normal, open-minded human being, thank you for existing. There's not a lot of you. Thanks for watching, and more brain rot coming soon.